Hey guys, Shawn Ziem, the Connection Machine, aka the Insurance Doctor. This is the host for the Network Marketing Insider, where we bring on guests that will provide some massive value by sharing some of the strategies that they do, tips, tricks, things that they have some failures in their past with network marketing. They might be talking about how they're scheduling their day, how they're prospecting, how they're lead generation, things like that. So I want you to take note. I want you to pay attention, drop questions if you have them in the comments. If you could, please, at least you can do hashtag live on the live, hashtag replay on the replay. And also throughout the conversation, drop your favorite emoji so we know you're alive. Before I bring on my guest, I always want to share a business you might want to get involved with is Got Backup. 6 terabytes of storage for your phone, computer, for 6 separate accounts for $9.97, for under $10 a month. An amazing service that each and every one of you have. If you have Google Drive, iCloud, or Dropbox, this is the company you might want to jump over to. And then you have resale rights. You can get other people on board. And it's for 2 people, it's free for the year. The other thing I want to share, networkmarketinginsider.com is my website. This is where it houses all the prior guests that we had on this podcast. Don't hesitate, reach over and support. We love to continue growing. And without further ado, let me bring this and remove this from the screen. Bring on my next guest. What's up, Aziz? How are you, man?
What's up, Shawn, man? I'm blessed and not stressed. How about yourself?
I like that. Blessed and not stressed. And it's, yeah, man, it's always a good time for me when I can collaborate with somebody who has the same kind of energy that's focused on helping people. And I appreciate you taking me up on this opportunity to teach, educate, and provide that value. So before we get into it, I always ask my guests, who are you and what made you get into network marketing?
Well, my name is Aziz Shabazz. I'm out of Illinois at this moment, but network marketing allows you to travel and be anywhere. So I don't know how long I'll be here. But you will be able to find me all over social media, and you could probably just Google my name. As you can see, there's my website right there, coachaziz.info, where you can find some more information out about me. I've been in real estate for about 20 years, been in the financial business for about 3.5 years. I am married 21 years, about to be 21 years together, 26 years, just came off of our anniversary, took a beautiful trip to spend some time in Mexico, in Merida, and then also Cancun and Playa del Carmen. So we are definitely clapping for that. And we look for another 20 years as well, another 26 years together as well. But at the end of the day, I've always been an entrepreneur. Since I was as old as I can remember, I was always trying to do something, generate some extra income. The spirit may have come from my mom. She was very creative, but the spirit probably also came for the fact that we didn't have much income. So that was a motivating factor.
That's motivation.
Absolutely. That is definitely some motivation. And you don't want to continue to live your life that way. How did I come across network marketing? That's a story in itself, man. That is a story in itself. And I really wish I had known about network marketing sooner. I'm going to tell this quick story, right? Because it kind of burns me up inside as well. Entrepreneur, always looking for a franchise type of opportunity. Always the guy that was searching for how do you start a business on the internet? How do you start a business for under 5,000? A business is under 1,000. What could I do? What could I do working from home? What could I build on the internet, etc.? Never found network marketing. Never found it. Years. And I had a brush with network marketing, and I left and moved away from it, and I didn't know it was network marketing until years later. Right. I'm on one of those. I think I was on a site on the internet years ago, maybe 15, 20 years ago, something like that. Or I got one of those job magazines that are near the stop. You pull down the box, you pull the magazine out, job finder, career finder, whatever, right? And I always liked the idea of sales. Now, I've had several sales positions and I was horrible. Telemarketing sucked. Everybody's ringing the bell. They just got an enrollment, sign up. They're ringing the bell, ringing the bell. You got the leaderboard up there. No, I'm horrible. I'm horrible at it. I'm dying at the desk. Tried to sell cars. Horrible at it. And so I'm at this, but at that point I was looking for a job, but I wanted to get in sales. And I went to this meeting or this, what I thought was a orientation or an interview. They threw me in a room, a herd of people. now looking back at it, I'm like, they were killing it because that room was packed. It was a packed room, like a big room, and it was packed. Like it was like you had to stand up in the back. It was that packed, right? And so I'm like, okay, well, what is this? Right? I know this is not an orientation at this point. And they start talking about the business, and all of a sudden they start talking about selling knives. And I was like, all right, I'm not selling knives. So I left. And I left before they got to the part about building a team. And so that was my brush with network marketing. Now, I'm not saying I would have started selling knives and joined that company, but I'm pretty sure with my mind, it would have triggered what other type of companies are out here where you can do something like this. And I left before they got to that part, didn't really stumble across network marketing for like I said, another 20 years, right? And how I stumbled across it then is because I'm a real estate agent, and I realized that a lot of my clients, a lot of people that want to buy homes, you end up having to turn them away because they have bad credit. And so I saw a guy talking about credit repair, helping people increase their scores and things of that nature. And I finally reached out. I said, well, I don't have really much to do today in Chicago. It was a snow day. I couldn't show homes. So I said, well, let me just check it out. And I told the guy, I said, hey, look, I'm reluctant to even do this because I don't even want to mail letters out or anything like that. So I'm reluctant to do this, but I'm just curious. And then I found out that I didn't even have to mail the letters out. I just had to refer to the company, and that opened up a whole thing. And then I end up growing and building there and helping clients. And then we moved to another company that I'm at right now, which offered an array of financial services, not just credit repair. And it's just been a beautiful ride then. So, and even when I did see the business model, I liked it. In the back of my mind, I said, I might build an organization, I might build a team, but I just want to help my clients.
Right.
And it turned into actually building something. So that's how I stumbled across network marketing.
There's a lot there, guys. There's a lot there. And I appreciate, Aziz was saying he's being transparent. He went to this meeting and he got up and left. He's like, wait, I'm not selling knives. And he didn't get the understanding of how to build a team, how you can make money with you're leveraging other human beings. And he finds out and he takes a chance later on. That's what a lot of people don't do. They don't take a chance. They think they just want to spend a little bit of money and then make a lot of money. That doesn't happen. That's a pyramid scheme. If you're going to think you're going to pay something and make all this money for doing nothing, you have to do some kind of work. And it could be something that you need a product as well. You know, with Aziz, it's credit repair, which helps his clients for real estate. With me, it's data storage. It helps me with my insurance people, with everyone in general. It's something that each and every one of you, if you want to put a few $100, $50, $100, a couple thousand extra in your bank account, it could be done in the convenience of your home. But people are always hesitant. They're always hesitant because of the bad press out there. And that's why I started doing this podcast, to share what is possible. And look at how we have, Aziz has his website. People say, I'm not going to spend any money. You have to spend a little bit of money. I have a website. He's got a website, because you're marketing your services. It's called network marketing. If you don't have a website, or I think a funnel, that's what you should have, so you can get an email address and then you can market to them. But talk about your brand. I want to hear how you built that.
Absolutely. But let me back up. I want to say something, right? So you talked about taking a risk, right? So even when I looked at starting this business in MLM, or even when I became a real estate agent, I looked at it and I'm looking at, okay, what's my startup cost? Okay. at the end of the day, like my first year in MLM, I was doing it part-time. And it was, for me, it was, if I can build a business here and break even my first year, I'm winning.
Right.
So most people think like, oh, I need to see profit. Oh, how much money am I going to make that year? Well, you got to learn the structure of any business. If I just broke even, I beat out a large majority of businesses, because most businesses will fail in the first 2 years. They don't turn a profit for 5 years in business. Clothing stores, shoe stores, restaurants, right? So now if you could just break even and not come in or leave out of that first year with a deficit,
yep,
there's no risk there, right? So that was the main thing that I really realized when that I had my focus on. So it was a win-win situation, because I knew even the knowledge that I gained, the self-development that was going to take place.
Yes,
I would pay more for a course to fly out to Florida or Vegas for $5,000, and then got to buy my plane ticket, hotel ticket for 2 or 3 days, and then I come back home and I still got nothing, and I'm trying to just gather all this information that I took on, versus I could get around this for a year, 2 years, right? Now, granted, in my first year in MLM, part-time, just not even really trying to do very much, not high expectations, I still brought in about $30K that year. So it wasn't bad. But I had expectations of just breaking even. I think when you come in thinking about, oh, this is going to be a risk, and you're not looking at the reward.
Right.
You're not looking at what you can gain out of it. You're looking at how much money I can make versus, look, just break even and learn the business. Nobody becomes a doctor and starts doing open brain, open heart surgery or brain surgery, day one, because they got their degree and now they're just, like, no, it doesn't work like that. There's apprenticeship that has to happen as well. Yep. So
well said. Well said.
So I did want to touch on that. And then what was your other question? I'm sorry. It was the brand.
Your brand. I love how you have Coach Aziz. You have your brand. Talk about how you came up with that.
Well, when you're building an organization, my mindset, but I'm realizing that's not everyone's mindset in this business when they're building an organization. Some people's mindset in this business, and that's why it can get a bad name, in my opinion, is that they just want to get as many people in as possible. They're not really there to help them, to serve, right, to coach, right? And while I've been able to build an organization or a team, is because I'm open to coaching. I understand mentorship is important to take somebody from point A to point B as quickly as possible. Can you get there without coaching, without mentorship? Yeah, but it's going to be a whole lot quicker. A mentor is a cheat code to success. Get around someone who's had the experience. So if I can give them that experience, sometimes when you're able to just tell somebody, hey, these are the things that's going to happen along the way. How are you going to react to them when they happen? Just be prepared, right? So that's where the coach came from. And then my name, I just added it to it because you got to brand yourself more than the business. Yeah.
I love that. And I agree with you. A lot of people get into network marketing, just like salespeople will get into network marketing, get people in. But that's not network marketing. Now, the next month, you have all these people that are doing nothing for you. You have 10, 20, 30 people that you just brought in the last month who should be bringing in 1, 2, 3, or 4 people. If they brought in 2 people, you would have went from 30 to 60 the next month, and your paycheck would go higher. But they weren't teaching or coaching, like Aziz was saying, which is important. So if you can teach or coach something duplicatable, so you teach what you do during the day, how you're sending out emails, or how you're prospecting on the phone. I've been having more success with the phone, having a conversation instead of just sending a blast out for email and text. Some people, and I also do a lot of video. How are you lead generating for your business right now?
I'm the same way. I mean, I like social media. That's
free.
How we connect. Yeah, it's free. It's a free platform. Is they should be charging us for social media, but they don't. And that's the reason why they don't, is because is more consumers on social media than creators. There's more people there to consume the information than those that want to run a business. So the majority wins. So they're like, well, no, we can't charge for this. And I love that, right? Take advantage of it.
Yeah,
so I like
I
social
am.
Some people they like more face to face, belly to belly, right? And that's great, because you can really build some connections there as well. Getting into school systems, and we have church fundraising programs as well. So those are good ways to build your business within our company. But I really do like social media because it's a bigger pool of people. Like, for instance, as a real estate agent, I can prospect around the US and all 50 states, but I would have to refer the deal out to another real estate agent, right? And we do have agents. I have agents in other states as well in my organization, because I'm also at EXP Realty. So you could build an organization there as well. But it's nothing like when you can keep clients close to you, right? So social media, well, let me put it like this. In real estate, let's say if you're trying to prospect for clients, you're really only prospecting within like an hour's drive.
Yeah.
Where you can get to actually show the house. But when you have a business that, and our business is financial services, where there is no product, there is no inventory, it's basically information, right? Connecting individuals that have a problem to a solution.
Yep.
Right. I don't have my garage filled with products and things of that nature, right? So now I can not only prospect around me within an hour's radius, but now I can use social media all 50 states. So I love real estate, and I've done very well in real estate, and I have a team in real estate. But when you start thinking about building a machine, when you start thinking about how can you be in multiple places at one time, building a passive and residual income, the path of least resistance, right, is definitely this MLM, network marketing, affiliate marketing industry, and utilizing and leveraging social media for sure.
Yeah. I mean, what you do with network marketing, multi-level marketing, affiliate marketing, you're putting stuff out there consistently. There's a link sometimes involved where now people, without you even talking to them with social media, they'll go to your link, like what your product or service it is, and they can buy it. And you could be sleeping and you're earning commissions, which people are like, wait, that's all. Yes, it's that simple. We're dumbing it down. You got to do something. It takes, for me, doing video took 6 months before I started seeing stuff from all the content I was putting out there. People are like, I don't have 6 months. Everyone has 6 months. You could change your life if you just put some time into it, but they won't. I want to find out and dig. I always observe the background of my guests, and you have on the wall posters, be happy. I don't know what number one is.
Number one is work hard. Work hard. Yeah, dream big. Then you got to be happy. Never give up. Be positive and believe in yourself.
Man, living by those, you should be successful. But people leave out some of that. They're not positive. They're miserable. Like the happiness is not going to be there. A lot of people we talked about early on, they quit. They don't even wait because you're dropping seeds. Anytime you're marketing, you're dropping seeds for the future that you can harvest. You're not doing anything consistently. You can't harvest anything if you didn't do any work. So that's something that people don't realize. And if you don't believe in yourself, you're never going to be successful, because you need to work hard, be an example for others, which will help motivate and inspire. That's why I always put that in my when I sound off on anything. That's what I'm here for. And you're the same way. It's helping first, finding the problem, and then giving the solution. And that's where you're going to help more people. They're going to return the favor, and your business continues to grow.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. And going back to what you were saying before too, you say you find more success with getting people on the phone. I guess with certain products, depending on what you have products versus service, however you're based, you could just drop a link, right? But I mean, in some of the businesses that we're in, and that's what an individual has to look at. Okay, the type of business that I'm in, is this a drop a link business, right? Or leave the link on the post business, or is this a build a relationship type of business, right? And so that a person has to analyze that, because if you don't know which one you're in, you could be working backwards. You could be working against yourself. So that's something that's very important to assess and realize. And definitely the video content. I mean, I'm gonna just throw the S word out there. It's a lot of people on social media that's doing scams.
Yes.
I'm gonna throw it out there. I'm gonna be real, because there's other network marketers that's, I'm pretty sure, listening to this, watching this, those that are thinking about getting into network marketing, MLM, affiliate marketing. There are a lot of scams on social media. Now, you'll get people say, everybody that I talk to, they're saying, is this a scam? Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure Shawn does not get that as much. I don't get that as much. The reason why is because we're putting ourselves out there. We're doing video. Look, you can go and Google my name and you can find me. I've been in business for this amount of time. Like, there's video. You know what? Matter of fact, you see the video, you see the picture. It's not just one video. It's not just a bunch of AI flyers.
Yes.
Right? So now you see me all over the internet. Check all my social media platforms. But you know what? If you want to do a FaceTime via social media, if you want to do a FaceTime via your phone, if you want to jump on a Zoom call, I'm down. I'm me.
Yeah.
And half the time when you say that, they're like, no, I don't want to do it. Right? They just want to see if you're willing to do it.
Right.
But you got to get over that fear of, oh, I don't want people to see me, and I'm uncomfortable getting on it. Get comfortable being uncomfortable.
I say that a lot.
Yeah.
And I found, and what Aziz was saying, there is some differences as far as affiliate marketing. For example, like this StreamYard that we're using right now. I'm an affiliate. I pay monthly for the service. I'm also an affiliate. So if you want to use StreamYard, I can send you a link. You get $10 or $20. I get $10. So you can make money off of just throwing a link out there. If you are network marketing or MLM, you want to look, and I found building the leaders. Find those builders, the leaders, the ones that are going to grow your business, because you have people that just buy the product or service. They don't want to really work it. But if you're talking to people and you're building, getting to know them, and it's a friend or relationship that you're going to have for a long time, you can find out if they're going to be a leader or not, and put some time in and actually grow it. And they bring in all their friends. That's what you want. You want to bring everyone, building and merging your ecosystem. When you start doing that, then people say, oh, I can just stop working. No, you can't, because you have to be an example to your team for the future. Because if Shawn or Aziz stops, shit, I'm stopping. And if they stop, your money goes away.
Yeah, your team will follow what you do in your actions more than what you say. So you can just see it. Like when your production ramps up, the team's production ramps up. Your production ramps down, the team production. If you're focused on clients, they're gonna start focusing on clients. If you're focused on bringing in agents into other business partners, they're gonna start focusing a little bit more on that. So like, you definitely, regardless if you choose to be a leader or you do not choose to be a leader, it is assigned upon you if you plan to build the amount of passive residual income that you desire inside of this industry.
Now, and I agree 100%. I always like this. I want to find out, we're talking about a lot of ways of being successful and motivation and using social media and building and promoting your business. What was a failure that you learned from in the past on network marketing?
I mean, in the beginning, and I'm a pretty patient guy, but in the beginning, I guess I wasn't as patient in some moments that I probably could have been. Not that I flew off the handle or anything like that, but I think my expectations for other individuals, that they would pick up on things as quickly as I did. But I had to remember I've been an entrepreneur since as young as I can remember, but it was individuals that had probably never had a business before ever, right? So that I would say that not necessarily a failure, but because it didn't benefit me not to understand that piece, it hurt me, right? So I would have changed my style of training more, right? Realizing that I might have to re-emphasize and reiterate some things and stay in that training on that particular thing or method or process longer than I thought. Because when I thought people were picking things up, they were picking up pieces of it and then putting the rest together by themselves and making a whole new stew, right? So by me not knowing that I needed to be more patient in how I move forward with trainings and how much I give in each training. That's something that that I would say would have been a fail. And if I could think of anything else that I could have done differently when I came in, I would have had more control over the culture, because when you first come into network that was my first experience in MLM. Mm-hmm. Right. I had no idea what it is. I had no idea what were key components of it. And you still learn after years. You're still learning new things. But I guess I would have had more impact, more control over the culture and what it looked like. But looking back, there's no way I really could have, because I didn't know what I would like the culture to look like. Right. So I would have had more of that. And I think if I had implemented for the individuals that I brought into the business, if I had implemented a different culture, I think it would have helped my retention, because I don't think the culture was conducive to individuals growing in like a positive, at a positive manner or rate, because you're not always the leader when you first come in.
Right.
And so not that the leadership was bad or anything, but I like the type of leadership and culture that we have now better. I'll say it like that.
No, and I appreciate you being transparent, and it's all about, and you were thinking, you were being honest and authentic, because you were reflecting, and a lot of people don't reflect. They don't think about what they did in their past. Like, I remember when I was just copy and pasting and throwing in Messenger and just blasting people or text messaging people. I'm like, and people were like kind of getting turned off from it. And I like what you said as far as the culture. Yes, sometimes you might not have an upline that does any weekly anything, Zoom calls, meetups, what have you. But if you have gratitude, shout out everyone that comes onto your team, everyone that's successful that day, that week, that hour, whatever. Just keep promoting everyone on your team using social media, man, exponentially, everyone starts doing it. And if they start doing it, then it starts sharing, the brand for the team or the group and the community. But it's powerful but like Aziz was saying, everyone should be still personally developing themselves. Mm-hmm. We're not done. I'm always looking for great information to share, to teach, to absorb myself. So we all have those days, you don't want to work, but you have to have something that lights that fire. If you don't have it, that's where the problem comes up, man. Dude, massive, massive value in this episode. I appreciate you. We're going to have you on again, because I know there's so much more we can get into. Those that are watching, if you're just tuning in now, you're going to have to wait until this uploads. Get it from the beginning. Hey, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share this video with someone that you love, because we want to help more people out there. And I always tell people, don't just watch this video. Go to the description, look at and follow all of Aziz's information, all his socials. Check out his website. Call him. Yes, call him. set up a call, see if what he's doing, it could be real estate, it could be network marketing. Just talk to him because you may have a problem he can solve. And that's what we're all about, is helping other people. And if you want to be be a guest on the Network Marketing Insider, please go to my website and we'll get you on board, get you out to our community. And Aziz, stick around for a moment. I thank you very much again to be with us today. And everyone else, we hope you have an amazing rest of your day.